In the hyper-competitive arena of global commerce, certain pairings transcend mere marketing to become cultural historical markers. When the world's most visually and vocally distinct cultural icon aligns with the 25-year undefeated global beverage titan, the result is not an advertisement. It is an economic paradigm shift. Today, the green bottle meets the golden boy of the 21st century, and on July 3, 2026, the international business landscape and global pop culture spheres experienced a synchronized tectonic alignment. JINRO, the undisputed titan of the South Korean spirit industry, officially declared Kim Taehyung, nationally and internationally celebrated as V of the cultural phenomenon BTS, as its inaugural global ambassador for JINRO Soju. JINRO has long stood as an unassailable mountain in the spirits world, comfortably maintaining its rank as the #1 best-selling spirit brand globally for 25 consecutive years. Yet, despite its gargantuan volume of domestic and regional consumption, the brand's executive board recognized an evolutionary imperative: the necessity to deeply penetrate the consciousness of Western markets and the rapidly evolving demographic of global Gen Z and millennial legal-age consumers. To accomplish this historical transition, JINRO did not merely seek a celebrity endorsement. They secured Kim Taehyung, an individual whose singular cultural influence, visual elegance, and profound global fandom possess the documented capacity to alter international trade flows and consumer behaviors overnight. The announcement immediately ignited an unprecedented wildfire across digital communication networks. Within seconds of the official press release hitting wires in Seoul, related terminology completely dominated global trending charts on platforms such as X, formerly Twitter, Weibo, Instagram, and TikTok. Financial analysts immediately noted a significant uptick in market sentiment, while millions of fans, collectively known as ARMY, celebrated the partnership as an iconic cultural synthesis. The pairing is deemed uniquely poetic. JINRO represents the traditional, accessible heart of South Korean socialization, while Taehyung represents the absolute pinnacle of modern Korean artistic globalization. This chapter explores the multifaceted dimension of this historic commercial alliance, analyzing its cultural resonance, strategic marketing underpinnings, economic projections, and the meticulous long-term corporate vision of extending the legacy of a 25-year champion into the hearts of the global youth culture, the unassailable legacy of JINRO Soju. To fully understand the monumental nature of this partnership, one must first dismantle the sheer economic scale of JINRO's dominance. For a quarter of a century, international spirits rankings compiled by institutions such as Euromonitor and International Wines and Spirits Record (IWSR) have consistently placed JINRO at the absolute apex of global volume sales, frequently outstripping massive Western conglomerates and multinational spirit brands. The iconic clear liquid packaged in its signature emerald green bottle has served as the foundational bedrock of South Korean social culture for generations, evolving from a traditional local beverage into a symbol of collective national identity. However, maintaining the position of the world's best-selling spirit brand for 25 consecutive years requires more than just domestic loyalty. It demands continuous operational optimization and strategic adaptability. Despite this massive success, the spirit market of the mid-2020s presents unprecedented challenges. Domestic markets within South Korea are approaching structural saturation, and demographic shifts necessitate a radical reevaluation of brand perception. The traditional association of soju with high-stress corporate drinking culture is rapidly fading, replaced by a younger generation that values mindfulness, aesthetic presentation, premium experiences, and organic global connectivity. For JINRO to sustain its 25-year winning streak through the next several decades, it must successfully transition from being a familiar household staple of the domestic market to an aspirational lifestyle brand across North America, Europe, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. The brand needed an ambassador who could strip away any lingering parochial perceptions and instantly substitute them with global luxury, youth vitality, and modern artistic sophistication. Strategic architecture, engaging the global youth. The primary strategic objective driving JINRO's board of directors in this historic venture is the comprehensive capture of the global youth demographic, specifically legal-age Gen Z and millennials across international markets. For these consumers, purchasing decisions are heavily dictated by alignment with cultural values, aesthetic gratification, and emotional connectivity. Traditional television commercials and billboard campaigns possess diminishing returns among a demographic that consumes media almost exclusively through decentralized digital platforms and streaming architectures. By introducing Kim Taehyung as the face of JINRO, the brand bypasses traditional advertising friction entirely, entering directly into the digital ecosystems where global youth culture is formed and sustained. Furthermore, the collaboration is designed to capitalize on the explosive global trajectory of the K-wave or Hallyu phenomenon, which has transitioned from a passing subcultural trend into a permanent pillar of mainstream global entertainment. As international consumers absorb Korean dramas, cinema, and music, their appetite for authentic lifestyle elements depicted within that media, such as the culinary ritual of pairing food with soju, has reached an all-time high. Taehyung acts as the ultimate bridge for this cultural transmission. His presence demystifies the product for uninitiated Western consumers, transforming an unfamiliar foreign spirit into an accessible, trendy, and highly desirable lifestyle companion. As the initial waves of excitement from the July 3rd announcement settle into long-term market reality, one truth remains abundantly clear. The partnership between Kim Taehyung and JINRO Soju marks the dawn of a transformative era in international beverage marketing. By uniting the deep cultural heritage and unmatched commercial scale of a 25-year global champion with the transcendent star power and visionary directorship of modern culture's most potent icon, JINRO has laid down an aggressive, beautiful blueprint for the future. This collaboration is not designed to merely capture headlines for a fiscal quarter. It is constructed to fundamentally redefine how the world perceives, shares, and enjoys South Korea's most historic spirit for generations to come, deepening the financial footprint and the mechanics of the V effect. The introduction of Kim Taehyung as the global face of JINRO did not merely stir social media enthusiasm. It fundamentally restructured the competitive landscape of the international spirits market. Financial analysts in Seoul reported an immediate and sharp appreciation in JINRO's stock market valuation as positive market sentiment solidified following the announcement. The phenomenon, widely recognized in global commerce as the V effect, reasserted its operational power. Purchase orders from international distributors across North America, Western Europe, and Latin America surged, quickly outstripping the brand's initial logistical forecasts for the third quarter of 2026 in terms of market positioning. JINRO is strategically leveraging the premium, high-art image native to Taehyung's personal brand to shed the historical Western perception of soju as merely a localized, entry-level spirit. Through high-contrast, cinematically curated visual campaigns, the iconic green bottle is being repositioned as an essential component of an elegant, modern urban lifestyle. Premium hospitality establishments, high-end hotel lounges, and cocktail bars in metropolitan hubs such as New York, London, and Paris have reportedly begun integrating specialized JINRO soju-based craft cocktails into their menus to welcome the wave of affluent, style-conscious young consumers seeking to participate in the cultural lifestyle curated by the artist. Brand rejuvenation and the future of digital activations for a heritage brand that has maintained an absolute volume monopoly for a quarter of a century. The primary long-term challenge is not brief spikes in sales, but sustained demographic relevance. JINRO explicitly recognizes that modern Gen Z and millennial legal-age consumers do not engage with traditional, transactional corporate advertisements. The alliance with Taehyung introduces an authentic narrative of lifestyle companionship, framing the spirit not merely as an alcoholic beverage, but as a medium for genuine human connection, artistic appreciation, and sophisticated relaxation amidst a fast-paced youth culture. This partnership is not fundamentally about shifting glass in a box. It is about exporting a sophisticated, modern cultural ritual led by the most influential cultural icon of the 21st century.